Hey everybody, come on, join me in the room. I am going live. We're about to have a conversation, just myself and Toya Terrell. I got to figure out how to join her in here, so y'all got to give me 1 second here. Hey everybody, what y'all been up to? I want to give y'all some updates. I want to see what y'all got going on, but also give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to have somebody. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Ali, I see you on here. Hey, Dr. O, I see you on here. I just invited Toya to join me in on this conversation. Toya is my psychic reader, y'all. She's who I go to when I need some insight, right? Because Dr. Daniel Black said the heart surgeon can't do surgery on himself. So sometimes as a healer, as a reader, we need other people to help us. But she and I decided to go live. I'm waiting on her to join us to go live. Y'all tell me what y'all been up to though. I think there she is right there. Y'all know I don't know how to work this stuff, so y'all gotta give me a moment. Oh, y'all, I may have to start over. It's telling me she's unable to join. Y'all check in with me. Let me know where y'all checking in from. There we go. I was like, what is happening here? I don't know anything about this technology. What's happening?
Me either. I didn't know either. I'm like, wait a minute. We did it.
What you up to?
Nothing much, just recording things, classes, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but just
Yeah.
chilling, basically.
I was telling them before you came on that you are my reader and I am your reader, and we go to
Yes,
each other when we need stuff, right?
absolutely. We definitely are each other's reader,
And listen, because you have helped me out tremendously, I will say that much.
And you already know how much you've helped me out.
So what's
I
going on?
couldn't.
I was like, let's go live and let's just talk about what we got going on, what you got going on, what's happening in the world, what you see, all of this stuff.
Yay. We could do all of that. I'm here. Hi, hello, hey everybody. I am basically continuing to do readings.
Yes.
I have a website and it's going to be spiritconnectinc.com
Okay.
if somebody wants a book. I teach classes. I have, practice spiritual practices and things like that. So I'm
Yeah.
teaching about that. I'm recording the class for it now. Um, that's about it. Working on a book. Hopefully that'll be coming out in 2024.
Yes.
Something that Dr. Lakara has gotten my behind about a little bit. So
Listen.
that's going to be coming out. And just, living life, getting ready for Christmas, running around like a crazy lady and
I
nothing
love it.
much else other than that. How about you? What you got going on?
So I'm finished book number 4. It is at the press as we speak. I think they come in on like the 22nd. So I'm so excited that people will be able to get the book, read the book. It is called The Morning After: Healing
Yeah.
Grief Through Mediumship, and Learning to Live and Love Again After Loss. So really kind of talking about these gifts that we have and how we can help people with them. And you and I, we get an opportunity to talk about a lot of different things as it relates to religion and the church and, how people are feeling. Let me ask you this though, because I think you and I, we've been friends for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I know from the first time that we talked, it's been about what, 3 or 4 years at this point?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
3 or 4, almost 4. I
almost
think in a
4.
yeah.
Do you feel like that there has been a shift, right, in people's attitudes or thoughts around like these gifts that we have? Because of course you do tarot, you're a medium, you're psychic, you have a lot of things under your gifted belt there. Do you feel like people's attitudes have changed toward those of us who have
I
the gift?
would say that I feel like they definitely have changed.
Okay.
A lot of people are finding themselves unable to ignore their gifts as well.
That's good. Okay.
Making them look at us a little differently. Like, wait a minute, I've been hiding this for a while, and I was
Okay.
taught it was wrong, and I see this woman of color or this person walking in their gifts, and they're able to do that. So, like, it
Yeah.
makes people curious about us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I found you. I've been a medium my whole life, and
Yeah.
I was like, I like Teresa. I like, the Hollywood. I was like, but
Yeah.
it gotta be somebody brown out here doing this. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I literally typed in black girl medium, and
Did
and
your
there you
face
pop
pop
up
up?
on YouTube.
I
So I
love
started
it.
like watching, and I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. So even for me, I was doing readings and stuff at the time, but I just was still back and forth about, because I grew up in Kojic,
Yes.
and a lot of my families are prophetesses and mothers of the church and bishops
Yeah.
and things like that. And they were gifted, but they just never called it that.
Gotcha.
Um, so I wanted to look upon somebody that was calling it that and just being who they were unapologetically. And so, I feel like the church has changed the way that they look at it. I
Yeah.
feel that they're continuing to change. And I think that the world is beginning to accept us a little bit more, which is great for us
Yeah,
because
absolutely. Hey, Craig, I see you. I love you. That's Craig online. Speaking of which, right? Craig with a K. He is one of my church members. He's a minister in training. He's also an evangelist as well. And so
okay.
he went like he did this video last week about how I changed his life by giving him a reading. We were just at the pool, and you know how we do, like we'll see things. And in this particular case, I told him, I said, I saw he had been cutting himself. And I told him, I said, your friend Rodney said you can't do this because you have too much to live for, right? So I'm just like, how we just do. And so
Listen,
he did this video, and like people were messaging me from the video and just saying, how impactful, like, can they get readings? They want to know about this or they want to know about that. And so I really literally, like you said, kind of watched the shift in attitude, because when I came on the scene, I'm much like you've been had this gift my whole life, as most of us do, whether we're aware of it or not.
yes.
When I, kind of came out and like, hey, like I'm a minister and I'm a medium, girl, like,
Baby, I'm
listen,
trying to
you
tell
already
you.
know, like they were. And so the cool part is, like you say, you grew up in church, and I always say, like, I did not grow up in church, so I didn't think that there was anything disparaging or wrong, or with my gift as it relates to, because I'm like, God gave me this gift. Why would I think anything's wrong with it?
I think
And
so.
so I even got an opportunity to, of course, do my doctoral work on it, to look at doctoral. Well, I can't get my words together. Work on it to really kind of speak to, what does the Bible really say, and what did the Bible say before King James wrote it, and what and what does this mean for us as African American people? So watching people, like you say, evolve, and even like with Craig telling his testimony, and we know that these gifts are we have them so that we can make an impact, right? So that we can help people change their life, change the course of their lives by just saying, this is what we see, yeah.
I mean, I listen, Craig, I know all about it. And when I tell you, there's been plenty of times where Dr. Lakara has done the same for me. Just even walking in my gifts, I got my first reading with her. I had asked my grandmother a question. My grandmother has since transformed into her spirit body,
Hmm.
right? So,
Hmm.
I was like, Grandma, if I'm not supposed to do this, girl, I'm gonna need you to, tell me stop, like,
Yeah.
God mad at me about it and stuff like that. And I was like in my head about it. And so by the end of the reading, she just answered really quick, you don't have to choose. I was like, what? And that one thing
Yeah.
changed the way that I viewed my gifts, or
Hmm.
whether I was comfortable with that gift. And I just been unapologetic since. But I mean, this lady will inbox me 2 words. I think one time it was like 2, 3 words. I was crying for like an hour. I don't
Well,
we'll be
you do the
like,
same. So, you just be dropping things. And I'm like, does she have my phone bugged? Like, what's going on?
listen,
Because it'll
yes.
be too specific. It'll be too specific. So, who's on here? Somebody want to, oh no, I don't know this person. Somebody requested. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, so I'm excited about the shift in the movement, that where we're headed, right? So let me ask you this, because you and I, we kind of talk and we kind of message each other back, like what we see
You know.
happening and stuff. Um, I was thinking about in terms of like relationships, right?
Mhm.
So there's a couple things that I thought about. I thought about one, how we kind of talked about like there's a lot of celebrity breakups and stuff. Like, what do you think that's all about? What do you think? Because it's like all of a sudden,
Hmm. I just got chills when you said that. It's about the shift as well. A
yeah,
lot of it is spiritual elevation.
yeah,
A lot of it is that they can't take the people that they're with them where they're going.
okay,
A lot of them is misalignment, um,
mm,
in alignment with who it is that they are supposed to be.
mm-hmm,
A lot of it is removing distractions because
mm,
sometimes you can be in relationships and it will distract you from your purpose.
okay,
Um, and then it's just realigning you with the person that you're actually supposed to be with as well.
okay.
We
I
stay
think
with
there's
who
gonna
we
be,
want,
say
you
again.
know? We stay with who we want sometimes and not,
Mm,
you know what I
I
mean?
think that there's going to be a shift. Even I think there's going to be so many different shifts coming up in 2024. Like, and I think we say that, and then people think like, of course there's going to be, you know what I mean? But I think there's going to be some things that we ain't never seen or
Yeah.
experienced, and suddenly, as my bishop has been saying lately, very sudden shifts, whether it's in the economy, relationships, people really kind of evaluating where they are in their life, where they want to go, where they're supposed to be in their life. And so I think that there's going to be some very hardships as more people come online, right? Especially like with these gifts. I talk to a lot of my clients about seeing the angel numbers, right? So,
Yeah.
1111, 111, 222, 333, what they mean and why so many people are seeing them. Because I started seeing angel numbers like 2007, right? And people would be like, what are you talking about? I'd be like, don't nobody else see 11:11
Like,
on the clock, right?
you could use Googleations, as Larry would say.
Right. I love you guys. So somebody said a spiritual shake up and shake down. Absolutely.
Okay, that part.
Absolutely. And I haven't gotten an opportunity to talk about this, while I'm in the flow of this, while we're talking about it, the loss of Bishop Carlton Pearson. And I feel like that's going to be so, we say loss, right? But it's not a loss. Like, it's a win, right? It's a win on so many levels. But the loss of the physical person here, I think is going to be impactful on even how people begin to view, more impactful, how people begin to view spirituality and religion, and the impact that he made. And one of the things I was sharing, even with my bishop yesterday, is what Spirit allowed me to see the other day is to actually see the concept of expanded consciousness, right? It's just like
Absolutely.
when we're in these physical bodies, our consciousness can only be limited to these physical bodies, right? But when we're outside of them, then our consciousness gets to expand to the entire multiverse. Like, there's no limit, there's no body, there's no container. And so we get to experience in the spirit form, what it really means, what consciousness, the expanse of consciousness looks like. It's such a beautiful visual that I had for myself. So I feel like more people are going to be expanding as far as we can in these physical bodies.
Oh, yes. I feel like that is definitely something to look forward to, number one. I feel like a lot of the mediumship abilities that we have as a people are becoming very strong, and then they'll start to actually feel their loved ones in their presence when they transition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even what some would call death will transform for people. You know what I mean?
Okay. I see Miss Nicole says she was introduced to me on the live we did. I did with Carlton Pearson,
Yes.
Bishop Pearson. Yeah, and so many people were, and it was so. I went back to watch it the other day, and I was just like, just hearing the questions he asked and being able to kind of have him as a mentor in these this last year, just to be able to text like a thought, right, or a concept
Mhm.
or something, and be able to kind of go back and forth with him on that. But you're absolutely right, so many people are coming online and being more sensitive. Like, well, how does that impact you, like, as a medium? Like, how are you impacted by the energetic shift, because that's what's happening here?
Number one, I'm very impacted by the energetic shift because
Yeah.
it's making me more sensitive. I was already sensitive before,
Yeah.
But now it's like, you know, you like you said, I'll just text you something. I literally was sweeping my floor. Some of the stuff I would, you know,
Yes.
Spirit would just tell me to say it. Text this to Lakara or text this
Yes.
to. So it's that kind of thing. I feel like it has definitely helped me, just with tapping in even more to the gifts that I have,
Hmm.
activating them and strengthening them. And then everybody else around me, like it's
Yeah.
starting to reflect even in my children. Like, you
Yeah.
know, they'll tell me they see somebody or, you know, or they hear something or,
Yeah.
I would be thinking a song and one of my daughters was singing in the kitchen while she's washing dishes, like little stuff
Yeah.
like that has really begun to happen. Um, because I'm a spiritual life coach and also a spiritual advisor or teacher.
Right.
Yeah. I have a lot of people coming to me trying to understand their gifts as well,
Mm.
as shift has changed,
Yeah.
trying to understand and piece things together. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot of light bulbs go off, you know,
Yeah.
for people. And so that has definitely made me very happy to see,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. You gave me some good stuff the last time we talked, okay? And I
Girl, I'll be like, woo, okay, that's a good one. All right, I'm gonna text it. You know.
no, right, and I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. So what do you think in terms of like, I don't know, I'm asking all the questions. What you got for me?
Listen, ask away. You know I'm an open book child. You know how we do when we get on the line.
Okay. I just again, I'm really excited about where this is going. I'm excited to see so many more Black girl mediums, right?
Okay.
Using their gifts because I've always felt like there's, you know, like Teresa she's got a wait list of like 2,000 people, right?
Okay. Years. Years to
Literally.
get.
But
Yes.
I'm all about like I'll send, of course, you know, I send people to you, you send people to me, and I just think that that's what it's about because I think the beautiful thing too is us having our own style, right?
Yeah.
Um, the way we interact with clients, like I love like, cause you'll be like no holds barred. I'm like, listen,
So I'm gonna give it a
I
hundred
tell people
percent.
when I send this emoji of the girl like this with a peach, I'm like that means that my has been handed to me. Okay,
Okay.
like
Because that's what
when
I'm gonna
somebody
do.
said how's your reading going, Toya, I'm like and the peach, like we gonna give it how it's given. Okay.
I hear that a lot. Like a lot of my clients say that to me, like, you know, or sometimes they'll come and they'll say, you know, they call me auntie or they call me Titi, and they say, you know, it's okay. I know you already. You know, like 3 years later, they like, you don't have to sugarcoat it. I already know.
That I
Or
told you, I was like, what you got for me? You don't have to
yeah,
sugarcoat
you
it. I feel
said,
like
you
I'm
give
the
it to me how you get it.
you know, I'm gonna be like very nice, very like, okay, how we gonna you
Yes,
like
you are though. But it's so great. It's so eloquent the way like you're like you give the best church nose like I've ever seen.
what is
It's
that? The church though, what is that?
church no is, well, you know, give you another option other than what you asked the question for the answer. It's like, you know, it's a no, but we're not gonna say no. But
It's a
you know what
church
I'm
no. I
thinking.
like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I've had
It's
to
very much a church no.
in the last couple of weeks I've had to like months I've had to like toughen up on people like, all right, listen,
Okay. You just
let
gotta
me tell y'all what's going on because
let's get you all the way.
clearly, right? Clearly, okay. So
Yes.
what are you most excited about in the new year?
I am most excited about expansion and growth. I'm excited about a non-for-profit that I'm going to be working on. I'm
Yes.
excited about your expansion so I can like scream from the bleachers. Okay. I am excited about, you know, our friendship and anything that we will do going forward as a
Yeah.
unit. I'm excited about the community of
Yes.
spirituality and people that are
Mm,
okay and comfortable with those things. I'm
yeah.
just excited about prosperity and growth and healing and people understanding that there is only new life, not death.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Hey, Macintosh, I see you. I see you. There is only new life and not that. You know, I tell people that in my spiel when I'm meeting with
Yeah.
them that there's no such thing as death, and I'm not talking to the dead, right? That
Hey,
all we
me.
are energy, right? We're energy before we enter these bodies, while we're in them, and when we depart from them. And these gifts allow us to be able to tap into that energy. And I just believe, like, I think for 2024, I'm definitely excited about because I shared some things with you about what I saw and what you're going to do. So excited about your growth and your expansion. Again, I'm excited about seeing so many other mediums coming on, or mediums or psychics or intuitives or whatever we call ourselves. Because I always say that the gift predates language, right? So we're just making up words as we go to call these gifts. That other people are coming online with their gifts, and they're not allowing religion to stop them from what God is calling them to do, right? Because religion is rules, and spirituality is, like, I believe, a discovery of the soul, right? A discovery of the mission while you're here. So I'm so excited that more people are just coming online and using their gifts, whether they are, in business or they're just in the Walmart giving the word,
Right. Okay. I tell people that all the time. Hairstylists are definitely energy workers. Okay.
Absolutely,
Make
absolutely.
up
And to
all
see
these-
the
Yes.
children who are coming online, like so many parents who I have readings with, I'm tapped into, like, oh, this baby gonna be a healer, right? I told somebody that yesterday. I was giving a reading, and we're talking about their nonverbal autistic granddaughter, and I was saying, I said, well, the thing is, I said, she can say words. I hear her saying words. She said, no, there's definitely some words that she can say. I said, she also understands how we waste words, right? And she's only utilizing her words for, like, what's necessary, right? And so watching these children come online has been, I think, for me, the most, not even come online, like they're being bored online. They're not coming online.
Okay. Period. Out here, ready to go to work.
Right, out the
Immediately.
womb, they are ready. So watching that transpire and watching that take place, I feel like it's one of the, and kind of like some of the things that we talked about, like in terms of our own personal predictions that we've made around politics and celebrities and different things, and watching those things, seeing how they're gonna play out.
Girl. They're definitely going to play out. And there is no division between spirit and physical at this moment.
Okay. Okay.
So you're going to see people have their day, right? Their karma coming to them for things that they might have done to people.
Yeah.
It's just coming out. In a way where there's no way that it couldn't have been the person that they did it to that are no
Right.
longer here, that may be on the other side. Do you understand?
Gotcha. Like, we're gonna see the karma play out. Gotcha.
It's gonna be like, like that. Almost as if, like, even with us and the things that we speak out of our mouth, right? So
Girl.
it'll
Like, it's
be
just
immediate.
instant, right?
Immediate. So watch your tongue, watch your mouth.
Yes.
It says life is in the tongue, life and death is in
Yeah.
the power of the tongue, right? So
Yeah.
don't say you're fat. Don't say you're ugly. Don't
You're
say you're
broke.
old.
Yeah. Right.
Don't say you sick. Watch your mouth. You are here.
I am a witness to that, like
Okay.
things that I am speaking and saying and watching them, even to people. Like, there's a podcaster that I'm going to reach out to today, and I wrote her name, and the other one too, because
Mhm.
So I was I said her name, and I was like, well, I watched one of her podcasts. I said, oh my gosh, just watched a couple of them, and I said, oh, I want to be on her podcast. And that was a Monday, and I put her name down on my board, because I have my board kind of like all the podcasts and the magazines and all the things I want to be on. Like, I have this board, and so that was Monday. Tuesday, I go to, like, this movie premiere, and she's sitting like 2 rows in front of me,
Hello.
and I'm like,
Trying to tell you.
right. So instantly, so I love what you say. Like, people, we do have to watch what we're saying, because it is going to manifest suddenly.
Oh,
My bishop keeps saying
very
suddenly,
suddenly.
suddenly. Hey, Aaron, I see you on here. Suddenly. So yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. But then at the same time, it's like, the seeds that you planted, honey, you better make sure
Right.
the harvest is
Yeah.
something you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
receive.
And knowing that what you're planting is what you're going to grow. So you can't plant some apple seeds and then think that you're gonna
Get some
grow an
orange.
orange tree. Right. Right. No. Whatever you put down, you're gonna pick it up, right? I really think I think people need to, in terms of, like, money, and I've said this to my students, right? Like, definitely have some cash on hand.
Okay.
Have some cash on hand, because it is so interesting. I did not see that movie. I kind of tried to watch that movie. The End of the World movie is something that's out right now. Yeah, and I'm
You
like,
call mine.
It was too much, right? I don't
Yeah.
even know the end of it. I was like, this is not. But I do think there are gonna be some things that we need to be mindful of. Like a lot of people don't know what's the word I'm looking for. All we know is technology, right? But we need to learn some other things in terms of beyond technology, because
Like
if
writing down numbers and writing
exactly
out
no,
directions,
that's what
y'all.
I'm saying.
Okay?
Exactly.
Take,
Knowing
get
people's
you a
phone
safe,
numbers.
put you some money in it, okay? Because when
Yeah.
all of this falls down, you can't get nowhere because all you know is I'm gonna press the contact here. You can't get in contact with nobody, sweetie. You're gonna be
Yeah.
upset.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like we got to go back to some of the old ways of knowing and doing things and not being so reliant on the technology.
Absolutely.
Like you said, know about good two or three numbers.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how useful it's gonna be if everything goes down, but hey, at least you
I'm just
tried.
saying, right? Right. No, really, truly. I've seen that there's some things that we really need to be up on.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Very much so. Growing your food. Next time it gets warm enough, I'm gonna need y'all to start really planting seeds. Like and
Girl,
seriously.
girl, the plants in my office died, so I don't even know what
You know what? Since
I
my
need to
grandmother's
keep them
transition,
alive.
I had a little green thumb all of a sudden, but I used to kill everything. So I noticed her energy helping me grow these plants because,
Yeah,
baby, that
yeah,
was not gonna, No,
yeah.
I get it.
What else
We
you
can
got, girl?
learn. Though, we can learn. I'll
Listen,
grow some collard greens and I'll make sure I bring them to you when I come visit.
when you move
Before
to Atlanta,
I'm moving.
because
I'm moving.
you guys are what in upstate New York, right?
Yeah, oh, we're in Long Island, New York, but my
Long
daughter's
Island.
in college in upstate. Yeah, child.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm definitely
it
trying to.
won't be long. I don't know why I keep saying you're supposed to be in Atlanta, but
I know, I
we
know,
shall see.
I know.
I'm not gonna keep pressuring you.
Listen, no, it's not even. It's not even you pressuring me though. I've been going through this. Spirit's been on me, and my grandmother's energy has been on me since 6 years ago to move
Oh
to Georgia.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
now it's like you have to move next year. Like, but that's me.
Mm.
I get in trouble a lot because Craig, you said you see that too. I get,
That's all the face I got for you. Yeah.
I get in trouble. Like I don't listen and listen, and then it'd be like right there. It's like either you do it or you gonna do it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right. And that's the two options that you have.
yeah, that's it. I don't got no other options. So
You know,
yes,
I stopped being disobedient to spirit a long time ago. I learned my lesson real early.
friend, I try my best. I really be like, okay, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then it's like, okay, when my youngest baby graduate high school, then everybody's good, and I could be like, okay, you going to college here? You going there? All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, catch your
How much
flight.
longer with the youngest one?
This year,
This year.
this
Okay.
year, this summer,
And
yeah.
see, I saw 2 years for you to get here, so that sounds about perfect.
Yeah, that's about right, girl. That sounds.
That sounds good to me.
But definitely, I do feel that in my spirit, like that is there, that things will flourish, and so I will be making my way. And my mother is very, very adamant about that. Every time I talk to her,
Yeah, I love
I need
that.
to just get down here because I'm like, oh, it's okay.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Well, I want to do this more often. I don't want to just make this a one off. I
No.
just said, you know what? I said, let me get Toy. We're gonna get Toy on this line. Let me see. Do you guys have any questions for us? We didn't even
Yeah,
get that. Y'all have any questions for us? We'll stay on a couple more minutes if y'all find y'all have any questions that y'all want us to answer.
yeah.
Um, we'll be here for a couple minutes. This was so good. I was like, oh, I hope she has it in her schedule to be able to go live with
Listen,
me.
I'm gonna make it. You know, I don't play about Lakara. Okay, I was
Oh,
gonna
I
make the
love
time.
that. And listen, and I don't play about you. And you know, I tell people I'm always like, listen, y'all, uh, y'all need to hit her up because,
I
and
get people with
calls with the
like, you
same.
know
Everybody
what?
calls it just like everything she said. Right, gave it to me. She handed it to me. She handed
Ended it
it to
right
me.
in the face.
I
Listen,
love it.
same thing
I
with
love
you.
it.
Same thing with you. And every time I get off the phone, I'll, if like I'm talking about my reading or something, I'm like, Dr. Lakara ain't never told me nothing wrong yet, child. Like, so I gotta go ahead and do what I gotta do,
I said the same. I was reading over my notes from the other day that you gave me, and I'm just like, Okay. And then the thing you sent me on
All right.
December 2nd, like that was so mind
Yo,
blowing.
the
So
second
mind
I
blowing.
was
I
sweeping
can't
the floor.
listen. I'm not gonna share it right now, but when it comes to fruition, when it fully comes to fruition, I want to
Yes.
be able to share that because I think that that was so powerful. I do want to share it to the people that sent the invitation for it. So
Oh,
yeah,
I love you.
absolutely. I sent it to some of my friends. They were just like,
Cause I was in, I'm telling you, I was just a sweeping, minding my business. And she was like, woo, woo. Okay, send that to her. And that is normally like that. It's so crazy because,
yeah,
we met, I knew, and my wife said that she knew, that we was just gonna have a connection from
yes.
like first time we met. Cause child, you was so patient with all that traffic. With me getting out there to see you, but I was not playing. I was cussing, yelling, everything. I'm like, move, drive, get out the way. Gotta go see Dr. Lakara.
Yeah. Somebody said, how do you two know one another? How did you all connect originally? I think you
Um,
just hit me up, didn't you?
yeah, I was searching her on YouTube. I was
Okay.
searching a black girl medium because I
Yes.
wanted to see somebody with some melanin doing what I know how to do, right? So
Yes.
I searched her and I watched her videos and then I emailed her to let her know how important it was and how much it meant to me to see someone that looks like me doing this thing that I do, that I also do, and it just helping me. And then after that, I came to visit my mom. I came to visit my mom, and I wanted to like actually meet her because she. After that, it was kind of like you know. She would message me back and it would be a word for me, but she didn't know she was giving me a word. Like, so I would be over there like, crying and just trying to keep it cute, answering like, oh, thanks, whatever. And then we actually met in person a few years back. And that was it after that, because then we
I
just
know
kind of,
we've been locked in ever since.
yeah, we just gravitate towards each other.
Yes.
She'll hit me
I
up, I hit her up, and,
and
it's
I
just
love it. I'm like, girl, you got time to do me a reading? And then what you
okay.
need? Like
And I'm gonna be like,
keep moving
listen,
your
whatever
card.
I got time. My wig not on, so we could do it over the phone. No, just put not no video, but you can you can do it over the phone,
I
friend.
love
No,
it. I love it. I
that's
love
how
it.
we
So
met.
yes,
That's how we met.
Mercedes, that is how we met. Mercedes is from my Trinity cohort, so she's from my third cohort. We just
All
wrapped up
right.
number 5
She's
recently.
standing on business out
Huh?
here. She's standing on business, learning about these gifts out here.
Oh yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. That's the other thing I'm so excited about also is like doing more classes, and I definitely want us to be able to collaborate on something. That's going to be our thing for the year. Absolutely, is collaboration coming up for this coming
Yay.
year.
I
Um,
can't.
me too, me too, me too, me too. So I got listen because duty calls. I do have to hop on the reading. I just wanted to
Man.
come on here and have a one-on-one with you guys. Let me tell y'all, Toya's bad, y'all. Can you tell them your what's your how can they get in touch with you all? How can
Okay.
they get in touch
You
with you?
can get in touch with me at spiritconnectinc.com. So spiritconnectinc.com.
Yes.
You can find me on Facebook. It's going to be Titi Toya, and I am Coach Titi is my business page. This is my personal one, but Dr. Lakara is special like that. Um, and just type it in and just come on and find me, child. I'm
Yeah,
around,
because she's. Let me tell y'all, she's.
And then
I'm
you
not
hit
sending
Dr.
nobody to
Lakara.
nobody.
She'll point you in the right direction too.
You
If
say what now?
you can't get in touch with me for real, just hit Dr. Lakara
Oh
up.
yeah,
She's
I
gonna
definitely point you in the right direction.
send you
Absolutely.
right on over there.
Absolutely, absolutely, y'all. There's more than enough for all of us. I know I get a great amount of people that come and see me, and so and I'm also like I want to you can have your experience with me. It's gonna be a great experience, and you're gonna have an
Yeah,
experience with Toya. It's gonna be an even more
yeah.
amazing experience. So either way, we'd love to work with you guys.
The key part is we operate in our gifts differently.
Yes,
I feel like it's a lot to operate in my mediumship abilities the way that
yes,
she does.
yeah.
And she feels like it's a lot to operate in my psychic and her psychic abilities the way that I do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're comfortable in two sides of the same coin.
Oh,
You know.
absolutely, absolutely.
So
And let me
that's
tell y'all, honey, that baby will pull out them cards on you, honey, and start breaking down them cards to you and tell you what them cards mean. Because when I call, I'm like, I need you to pull a card for me, girl. And that's a gift. Like, that is truly, truly a gift. To
Thank
be able
you.
to see and have that insight. And I'm so grateful for you. I'm
I'm
grateful
grateful.
for what God, the universe, the ancestors are going to do for us in this coming year, and the amazing work that people are going to get us to see. Because Spirit just dropped it in my spirit. Like, yeah, this is the beginning. And you guys are about to get ready to do some amazing work. So I'm excited about it.
Let's go. I love you,
I
man.
love you even more.
Have a great day. Have an
You too.
amazing day. And thank you guys for watching. Hi, nice meeting all of
Yes, we'll
y'all.
go live more often, so we'll make sure that people
Yes.
know we're going to go in advance of our lives. And Brenda says this is the beginning. I absolutely feel like that. So
Amen.
people will know like where they can find us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.
Text me, girl. Text me. You
You
already know.
already know. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.